the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Miami. It's the Ravens and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll close another Sunday of football with a great matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preached all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that
only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 38. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's on the move. He takes it himself.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He's got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Tagovailoa off the play fake. That one's caught along the left sideline. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. The numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Tua looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Andrews with the catch. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They send Aguilar in motion left. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Now, before the punch, not sure what the issue was, but we have a timeout from the kicking team. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Has it at the 37. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphins football. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Tua out of the pistol. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Here we go, third and less than a yard. They send the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32. Completed left side to Smith. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Wilson on the shotgun handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Return coming from the 6.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Finds Aguilar. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Aguilar with the grab. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's Henry on the option. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Motioning him from the slot right. This is Henry on 2nd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Jackson now on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, a run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Aguilar. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It's Cater Kohu up to make that play. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Going play action, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the 1st. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, here's Tua. On target to Waddle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Tua off the play fake. Taken in by Smith. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Hits his target, that's Durham Smythe. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. Sanders all set to send it away.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Has it at the 45. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Throwing deep for the end zone. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. A give to Wilson up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tua. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Tagovailoa off the play fake. That's complete to Wilson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins with a chance to boost their lead. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here's Tua again. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it a 24-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way. And his
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Bateman hauls it in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. Turning to Henry on 3rd. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From midfield on 2nd down. Finds his man Waddle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, ball at the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They've got a man in motion. Again, it's Tagovailoa. This finds Smith. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll go down here at the 16. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 16-yard line.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Wilson's got it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He'll throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So we're now halfway through deciding who's going to rep the AFC in the Super Bowl. Now it's up north to Orlando for a look around the league. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And this is going to be a hot ticket. It's the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one
all set to
tighten
send it
up
away.
significantly.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion. As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fields this clean at the 30. Escapes a defender. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That's Odafe away with a stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Adisa Isaac stops him there.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tua now from the gun. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Sanders all set to send it away.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. The tight end going in motion right. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Bouncing football. And the Dolphins got it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
First down, here's Tua. Gets this to OBJ. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
From the 23. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He has the burst over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. From the red zone now. Ooh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picked up 6, has him close. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And they send a man in motion. Wilson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dolphins capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Aguilar. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's taken in by Henry. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. They send Aguilar in motion left. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 8. Avoids the sack. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Lamar throwing again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Aguilar with the grab. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Ravens with it, facing the potential end of their postseason as they trail. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion here. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
4 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Lamar now from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Now after the incomplete pass, we've got someone shaken up and in need of some medical attention. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They send Aguilar in motion left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens cut into the lead by another point.
Ravens 7.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Barrios now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Now a give right side to Wilson. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He's got it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Ravens will go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks set you behind the chains, Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send Aguilar in motion left. First and 10, here's Jackson. Finds Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
From the 43. Into the hands of Likely. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Jackson yet again. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. And again, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Now a give to Wilson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins coasting to the finish line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Slot receiver headed left. They'll go right back to Wilson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Wilson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. Yeah, does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.